The average new car in America now costs over $49,000. Drive it off the lot, and you just lost $10,000. Not in a crash, not in a flood, just by signing the paperwork. And by year 5, over half of what you paid is gone. Today, I'm showing you exactly where that money goes, and 5 ways to keep it in your pocket. Nobody budgets for this. People think about insurance, gas, maybe maintenance. But the single biggest cost of owning a car isn't any of those things. It's depreciation. And you won't feel it until the day you try to sell. The average car loses 20% of its value in year 1 alone. That's roughly $10,000 on a $49,000 car. Gone. Evaporated. And nobody at the dealership tells you this. They'll talk about APR, they'll talk about extended warranties, they'll throw in free floor mats like they're doing you a favor. But depreciation, the cost that makes all of those look like pocket change? Complete silence. And Americans are paying more for cars than ever before. Over 20% of new car buyers are now signing up for monthly payments above $1,000. That's the highest share ever recorded. People are stretching their budgets to the breaking point. And the car they just bought is losing value faster than they're paying it off. That's called being underwater, and millions of car owners are swimming in it right now. But not all cars depreciate equally. Some lose value like ice cream in the Sahara. Others hold their worth like gold bars. And the difference between choosing the right car and the wrong one can save you or cost you tens of thousands of dollars. And that difference? It's enormous. Let's talk about the depreciation curve, because once you understand this, you'll never look at a car purchase the same way. Month 1. You drive your brand new car home. 10% gone, not a scratch on it. Still has that new car smell, but the market already considers it used. Year 1, 20% gone. That $49,000 car, now worth about $39,000. You've essentially been paying about $800 a month just in lost value. Not gas, not insurance, just depreciation. Year 2. You're down 30% from the original price. That's roughly $14,000 to $15,000 vanished. And it doesn't stop. By year 3, you've lost about 40%. By year 5, the average car has shed 50 to 55% of its original value. On a $50,000 car, that's $25,000 to $27,000 in depreciation alone. $5,000 a year. In a fee you can't see, can't negotiate, and can't avoid. That's what buying new actually costs you. The depreciation curve is steepest in the first 3 years and then gradually flattens out. And that flattening? That's where the smart money lives. But that's the average car. Some cars lose value so fast it should be considered a financial emergency. And the worst offenders? They'll make your jaw drop. Let's start with the luxury money pits. The Maserati Quattroport. Beautiful car, gorgeous Italian styling. Sounds like an opera when you start it. And it loses 83% of its value in 5 years. Let me say that again. 83%. A $140,000 Quattroport? Worth about $24,000 5 years later. That's over $100,000 gone. You could have bought a house with that depreciation. The Maserati Ghibli isn't much better. 65% gone in 5 years. A $75,000 Ghibli? Worth about $26,000 5 years later. That's nearly $50,000 gone from a car that was supposed to make you look wealthy. Spoiler, it just made you poorer. Then there's the BMW 7 Series. BMW's flagship sedan loses 73% of its value in 5 years. That's a $73,000 loss on a $100,000 car. You're essentially paying $15,000 a year for the privilege of a nice badge. And the Range Rover? The full-size Range Rover loses about 63% of its value after 5 years. On a $100,000 Range Rover, that's $63,000 gone. Fully loaded models? Even worse. At that rate, you might as well set fire to a pile of cash. At least you get some warmth from it. Expensive maintenance, questionable reliability, and constant model updates. That's the recipe for maximum depreciation. You're not paying for a car, you're renting a status symbol, and those are gas cars. Because there's a new category of depreciation disaster that's even worse. Electric vehicles. Let me show you the numbers. Electric vehicles lose an average of 59% of their value in 5 years. That's nearly 20% more than gas cars. And the poster child for this? Tesla. The Tesla Model S. The car that was supposed to be the future of driving. It loses 65% of its value in 5 years. A $100,000 Model S, worth about $35,000 at year 5. The Model Y drops 60%. The Model X, 81% gone. You'd lose less money literally flushing 20s down the toilet. Why? Technology moves so fast in the EV world that a 3-year-old model feels ancient. New battery tech, new software, new features. Your old Tesla becomes yesterday's smartphone. Then there's the Tesla price cut problem. Tesla keeps slashing prices on new models without warning. When the company drops the price of a new Model Y by 15% overnight, every used Model Y on the market just lost value too. Thanks, Elon. And the battery degradation anxiety. Even though most EV batteries hold up well, the fear of expensive battery replacement tanks resale value. Doesn't matter if the battery is fine, buyers are scared. Now, there are exceptions. The Tesla Model 3 holds up relatively better than its siblings. But compared to the best gas cars for value retention, EVs aren't even in the same conversation. If you're learning something that could save you thousands on your next car, hit subscribe right now. We break down the real numbers behind car ownership every single week. No fluff, no dealer propaganda, just the truth. Now let's keep going, because the next part is where it gets really interesting. Because while some cars hemorrhage value like a broken fire hydrant, others barely depreciate at all. And the winners might surprise you. The Porsche 911, the undisputed king of resale value. 5-year depreciation? Just 19.5%. On a $120,000 911, you're losing about $23,000 over 5 years instead of $60,000 or $70,000. The Porsche doesn't just hold value, it practically appreciates compared to the competition. Certain special editions actually do appreciate. A GT3 Touring bought at MSRP can be worth more 3 years later than the day you bought it. Try doing that with a Maserati. The Toyota Tacoma, 26% depreciation in 5 years. A $40,000 Tacoma is still worth about $30,000 after 5 years. Toyota has won the KBB Best Resale Value Brand Award 8 times. That's not luck. That's engineering trust into every vehicle. And it's not just the Tacoma, the Tundra, the 4Runner, the Land Cruiser. Toyota dominates the resale charts with 6 models in the top 10 for value retention. The Honda Civic, the Chevrolet Corvette, the Jeep Wrangler. These are cars that buyers want, even used. And high demand means low depreciation. In fact, the Wrangler is the only SUV that regularly appears on best resale value lists right next to pickup trucks. Reliability holds value. Trucks hold value better than any other vehicle type. And hybrid vehicles are quietly becoming depreciation winners too, losing just 40% over 5 years compared to 55% for the average car. The Lexus brand, Toyota's luxury division, wins resale awards almost as often as Toyota itself. 6 category wins in 2025 alone. That means you can buy luxury without the depreciation nightmare. You just have to choose the right badge. Buy something people trust and actually want to own for years? The market rewards you. Buy something people only want when it's shiny and new? The market punishes you. Now here's the part your dealer definitely doesn't want you to know. Because these 5 strategies can save you more than any negotiation trick ever will. Strategy number 1. Buy 2 to 3 years old. This is the single biggest money-saving move in car buying. A 2-year-old car has already eaten its biggest depreciation hit, roughly 30%. But it still has modern features, remaining warranty, and that nearly new feel. You're essentially letting someone else pay for the privilege of being first. Strategy number 2. Choose brands with proven resale value. Toyota, Lexus, Porsche, Honda. These aren't just great cars, they're financial instruments. Every dollar you spend on a Tacoma or a Civic comes back to you more than a dollar spent on a Maserati ever will. Strategy number 3, certified pre-owned. CPO programs give you a manufacturer-inspected vehicle with an extended factory warranty, and some offer promotional rates as low as 2% on select models. Even standard CPO rates, 4 to 6%, beat the average used car loan at over 7%. You get manufacturer-backed confidence at used car prices. Strategy number 4. Keep your maintenance records pristine. A car with a complete service history from a reputable shop sells for significantly more than an identical car with missing records. Every oil change receipt, every tire rotation. That's not paperwork, that's money in the bank. And strategy number 5. Time your purchase. The best time to buy a used car is at the end of a model year when dealers are pushing new inventory and used car prices drop. Also, watch for when new model redesigns launch. The previous generation suddenly becomes less desirable to most buyers. But mechanically, often identical. That's your window. These 5 strategies combined can easily save you $10,000 to $20,000 on a single car purchase. And over a lifetime of car ownership, we're talking 6 figures. Here's a bonus formula I call the sweet spot. Most people either buy brand new and bleed money or buy ancient and bleed repair costs. The sweet spot is a car that's 2 to 3 years old, from a high resale brand, certified pre-owned, with under 30,000 miles. At that point, the original owner has absorbed the brutal first-wave depreciation. The car still has most of its useful life ahead, and you're sitting in the flattest part of the depreciation curve, where your annual value loss drops to just 8 to 12%. Let me give you a real example. A brand new Toyota Camry costs about $30,000. A 2-year-old CPO Camry with 20,000 miles? About $22,000. You just saved $8,000. And that Camry will hold its value for years because the curve has flattened. Compare that to buying a brand new BMW 5 Series for $60,000. In 2 years, it's worth about $42,000. You just lost $18,000 for 2 years of new car smell. The Camry buyer saved $8,000. The BMW buyer lost $18,000. That's a $26,000 difference in financial outcome. Same 2 years, same basic transportation, wildly different bank accounts, and this works across the board. Want a luxury SUV? Skip the brand new Range Rover and buy a 3-year-old Lexus GX. The Range Rover lost 60%. The Lexus GX lost maybe 30%. You get the luxury, the off-road capability, and Toyota reliability, without the financial black hole. Want a sports car? A 3-year-old Porsche Cayman costs about $55,000 instead of $75,000 new. And it'll hold that value for years. Meanwhile, a 3-year-old Jaguar F-Type has already lost over half its value, and it's just getting started. Depreciation isn't sexy. Nobody makes TikToks about it. But it is the single biggest cost of car ownership, and now you know exactly how to beat it. Buy smart. Buy 2 to 3 years old. Choose brands that hold value, and let someone else pay that brutal first-year premium. So here's what I want to know. What's the worst depreciation hit you've ever taken on a car? Drop your horror story in the comments. I genuinely want to hear how bad it got. And if you're currently shopping for a car, here's your game plan. Option 1. Find a 2 to 3-year-old CPO from Toyota, Honda, or Lexus. Option 2. If you must buy new, choose a model with proven resale value. Option 3. If you're looking at luxury, buy used and let the first owner take the depreciation hit for you. If this video just saved you from making a $50,000 mistake, hit like. Subscribe for more real talk about car buying, ownership, and the numbers dealers don't want you to see. Share this with anyone who's about to walk into a dealership. They'll thank you later. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, drive smart, buy smarter.